Hi everyone, it's Miss Fournier. Welcome to English 2P Online via Etsy. I never expected that we would be continuing our course through a digital platform, or that I would be addressing you for the first time in almost a month from my dining room table in my kitchen, but obviously due to the pandemic, we've had to make concessions and adjustments, so here we are. I also recognize it's been a challenging few weeks for you and your loved ones in terms of staying safe and healthy, so I hope everyone is doing well. And I know it's difficult to refrain from going outside during COVID-19, especially since we've been having lovely weather. But in order for us to hopefully see each other again in a month's time, as the government suggests, we have to take every precaution and every step necessary in order to prevent community spread and stay as healthy as we can. So hopefully everyone is doing well, and if you have any questions or concerns at any point, feel free to message me through Etsy. I will be checking my email frequently every day, and I'm here for you 100% during this time, as it is a learning process and we're all in the same boat. So I don't want you to ever feel stressed out or bombarded, because that is not what we're here for. We're here to ensure that you succeed, and at the end of the day, we want to prioritize your mental health and make sure that you're taking every step necessary in order to preserve that. So I'd also like to say a huge thank you to everyone who's checked in with me the last couple of weeks. I know there hasn't been a lot of information since we weren't 100% sure about how things would progress working from home, but now that I have the information, I will be sharing it with you in due course throughout the video. One of the major changes to the course is that we've been asked not to administer a final exam. This may change depending on whether or not we go back to class in May, but for now there is no final exam, so the way that we will be administering your grade is it will be contingent on the assignments and coursework that I post for you here, and how much effort you put into it and how much work you are actually able to submit. So instead of tests, there will be mini assignments, most likely paragraph writing or maybe a PowerPoint. Again, more details to follow in the coming weeks. But for this week, you won't be doing anything immediately for me, because again, today is meant to be a check-in just to say hello and for you to get reacquainted with Etsy if you haven't logged in a while, or if you're brand new. Take the time to look at some of the videos and resources that show you how to master the basic functions, so you're aware of where everything is. But for our units, before the break, we were working on Macbeth, so we will be continuing with that. We have 2 more acts to go, so I will be asking you to read Act 4 for Tuesday onward, and there are several things I'll have you do for work. So the first thing in your workbook is obviously to prioritize what we've been doing before in terms of summarizing scenes, because it is an essential tool for review and also memorization. Everything has a purpose, so by keeping up to date with who's who, any major events or character developments, you'll understand how it relates to some of the themes that we've been discussing and how it affects Macbeth as a character as a whole. So be prepared that some of these questions may show up again in the future, but these summaries shouldn't be more than 2 to 3 sentences each. If you don't have your workbooks, feel free to do it online paper. And then there is a Peel paragraph at the bottom of page 26 in your Act 4 review that I'd like you to develop and submit for marks. It will be due April 14th on a Tuesday, so a week from now, and will be worth 10 marks. Now, what a Peel paragraph is, if you've never done one before for an English course, it's basically like a mini essay. It's only 1 paragraph instead of 5, so it's meant to be developed, so you may want to write a rough copy before you submit a good copy, but it shouldn't be more than a page, half a page in length. And how you do it is I give you a question, and in this case it has to do with Macbeth as a character. So how does Macbeth's response to his murders show his change in his character? the first thing you would do is make a point. So you would tell me whether it has a positive or negative impact on his emotional and physical well-being. Then you would give evidence to back it up. Now you can do it as a study where you give me a quote from the book, or you just do it in your own words, but you have to explain how it's important to him as a character as a whole based on what we've already read and how it ties into some of the themes we've been looking at. And then you conclude it by just saying why might have Shakespeare done this, and whether or not it will be a positive or negative ending for Macbeth when the play's over. So if there's any clarification or if you're confused by what I just said, again, feel free to message me. But then apart from the workbook work, I will be uploading a docx file that has 4 questions for scenes 1 to 3. This isn't meant to be submitted for marks, but if you do show me that you've finished it, it's to help demonstrate your progress, and it is really for review purposes, so it's for your benefit. So one of which is a chart that you fill in the boxes. It has to do with Act 4, Scene 1, where Macbeth meets the witches again, and he's told a new prophecy. So bear in mind that this will come into play in Act 5, and everything ties together. So you should, in theory, be completing the questions so that you're aware of what will happen. And then finally, if you feel the need to challenge yourself and you're sick and tired of writing paragraphs and answering questions, for bonus marks, if you're able to complete it and you just want to do something new, I'll also be uploading a word search that I made that has characters and settings and locations from Act 4. So if you're able to find all the words and you take screenshots and submit it to me online, I'll give you 1 or 2 bonus marks as well as we move forward. And then after we're finished Macbeth, hopefully in 2 weeks' time, we will be moving on to Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. It's a novel unit. It's relatively short. There's only 6 or 7 chapters in the book, so that should take us hopefully to May, when we should be back in the class in theory. But if we are not, we will address any further units in due course over the next couple weeks. Originally, in your syllabus, there is room for a myth and legends unit or a short story unit, so depending on how much time we have left, I will decide which one we will do first, and then I'll update you as I see fit. But for now, I just want you to take as much time as you need to ease back into learning in a school environment, even though we're not technically in a school, and take as much breaks as you need while you work, and focus on the 4 things that I'll have you do. So the scene summaries, the Peel paragraph, the close reading, and the crossword word search. So apart from that, stay safe, stay healthy. Again, message me if you need me, and I'll see you soon. Have a good week. Bye.